Ashtami during Navratri to talk to you about Matangi, about the Dasha Mahavidyas. Matangi, why? Because I've been doing a lot of Matangi classes. And of course, the most supreme Parameshwari, Kameshwari herself, Lalita Tripurasundari. So join me in this very special Navratri discussion. As you can see, I'm wearing a red and white traditional Bengali sari, as well as the blouse is designed exactly like how the Bengali women would wear the blouses in the past. And this is the kind of blouses I saw my grandmother wear. So it is now coming back, of course, that, the puff look, but yeah. A little bit about beauty, of course, because, who are we talking about here? Tripura Sundari. Beauty in all of its manifestation. Beauty in even ugliness. Beauty in strife. The beauty of tears. The beauty of laughter. So join me today, and of course, as a Bengali, today is a rather special day because it is Ashtami, and Durga Puja is very, very special to us. And Durga is none other than Lalita Tripura Sundari. And if you go through the Sahasranam, you will see that one of Lalita's name is Durga. So there is really no difference. Every single time I try to teach you guys that there are not multiple goddesses. Matangi, Tara, Kali, Tripura, they are not so different. They are one. Okay? And their manifestation, uh, comes across as 10 different personalities. Hello. There's 10 different personalities. So it's one cosmic mother. It's one cosmic lover. She's everything. She's the divine feminine, right? And today we are going to devote this discussion to her. And we hope to understand a little bit of her essence. Understand is possibly not a good word because, this is not something that you can do with logic. This is, that's why spiritual, hello, that's why spiritual experiences are not defined by rationality. Why does a mudra operate the way it does? Of course, there are scientific basis to all of this, and meditation is proven to work on the amygdala, which is the part responsible for emotions. And Sartre may have said, not Sartre, Descartes may have said, I think, therefore I am. But I think there is, something that is missing there. Thinking is all okay, but what are we? We feel things. From the thoughts that we harbor, we begin to feel things. So we feel, therefore we are. And if meditation can, hi, yes, it'd be so amazing to have like little bits of this cut out, and I hope the audio and everything is fine. There's not much disturbance here today, but when I discuss a particular topic, I'll be discussing that topic. And let me make some announcements first, of course. Some announcements first, that the Sri Vidya book has been delayed. I have been working non-stop every single day, and I have not had a moment to breathe until right now, when I just finished some really important work and managed to dress up and come live for you guys. As you know, that I'm now a columnist for the Hindustan Times. So check out my work check out the links that I have provided, and you can read my articles in Hindustan Times. And of course, you know that I've been shooting for the last 5 years for Tata Sky, And this time around, we are going to do something really special, and 10th is my shoot. So we are going to do 3 episodes on Sri Vidya itself. And this is a huge win because the channel was not okaying this particular topic, calling it too, religious, too communal. I mean, like, pertaining to a community. So this topic of, Sri Vidya, how to learn, what to do, how to adapt to the Sri Vidya lifestyle. So now finally, looks like we are on the go and it's going to work out. So next 8th, I'm shooting 3 episodes on Sri Vidya. So of course this comes back to this discussion, 3, Tripura. Everything is in 3 triangles, okay? And so when I decided to do these 3 episodes, I segregated them into Lalita herself as a deity, and the Medu, the Yantra, the Yantra Raja, and her mantra Panchadashi. So this is again a kind of a tripartite division, threefold everything, like waking, sleeping, dreaming, all of these threefold things. And it's very interesting because when you look at one thing once, it's like, okay, I saw it. Then twice, is it a coincidence? But when you see it 3 times in your mind, it is kind of like an established pattern. So 3 is the quickest way that we can get accustomed to something. Of course, when we speak about every system has this trinity that we speak about. God, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost, all of this. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So everything is in tripartite formation, the trinity. So Lalita Tripurasundari is the Parameshwari, Maharagni of these 3 worlds. And these 3 worlds are, of course, not physical like this world. There are subtle, etheric, and of course, causal, Karana world, right? And there are such mysteries when, we talk about Lalita Tripurasundari, that it is not easy for us to fathom this. Even Kameshwar himself does not know everything about Sri Vidya. Alright, although it is said that Kameshwar was the first guru in the lineage and he taught Devi Sri Vidya, but then this may not be correct, and if you really look at it, because it is her energy that is the Shakti, the dynamism of everything, that is creating this creating these worlds, these experiences for us. So I mean, I think it is only known to her, although Shiva may have imparted the tradition of Sri Vidya, but it is actually her energy. So no one knows the secrets, not even Kameshwara. One can only hope to hear of the Sri Vidya system, because this is one of the closing systems of an incarnated soul. So if you don't have the accrued good karma, then you will never learn Sri Vidya. Thank you. Then you will never learn Sri Vidya, for it is something that comes to you only through the merits of your past lifetimes. So Sri Vidya, if you are interested in it, then this might just be one of those incarnations where you are wrapping everything up and you're finally pursuing the last system that will take you to a completely new level. So this is something we need to understand, that this is not a Vidya. I mean, even if you try to do Sri Vidya and it's not your time, then it will not happen. Either you will not be able to find someone to teach you, or even if you find someone to teach you, will not follow through what you're taught, or it'll just fall through. That's why This Vidya can only be had through past life, good karmas. And when the soul has reached the pinnacle of growth and development in the physical world, only can then the soul want to take a step towards Sri Vidya. Sri Vidya is, of course, divided into three things primarily, and that is the Devi herself, Lalitambikai, and you can get a good understanding of who she is by listening to the recitation of her Sahasranama, the 1,000 names of Lalita Tripurasundari. Now, I hear many people tell me that, I recite the whole Sahasranama every single day, and yet my life is fraught with bullshit. Why is this? You say that recite Khargamala and you will have no problems with your planets. And why does this happen? Because you don't know what you read. You are just parroting the words and you don't know the symbolism of what those words mean. If you just, if you just pick up a text and start parroting it, obviously it's not going to give you what it can give you once you reach its essence, right? And this is such a deep system that once you get in, you want to know more, you want to learn more. And it may be so that in one lifetime your Sri Vidya studies and growth is not going to happen. Maybe it'll take you lifetimes, but you've got to persist, persist, persist. What is beauty? Beauty is harmony, right? Beauty is truth. Not the kind of beauty that is sold to us, that you have to be of a certain weight, you have to be of a certain color, you have to wear designer clothing, you have to take really skimpy pictures for your Instagram. I mean, that is the commercial side of beauty. But what is real beauty? Real beauty brings harmony. It brings peace to our senses. When we see something beautiful, like, a beautiful painting or we listen to something beautiful. And, we are instantly vivified. We're instantly like, oh my God. Right? That feeling in the gut, that catharsis, like, this thing of splendid beauty. And I could gaze like a beautiful sunset, right? So beauty brings peace to the mind. Beauty brings a sense of wonderment, a sense of, catharsis, a sense of sacredness in an otherwise profane world. This is the beauty of Tripurasundari. For when you meditate upon her form, she holds such power that she can stun that monkey brain of yours just through her splendor and beauty. Again, all the Mahavidyas are one mother matrix. We just, for our understanding, we break them up into Kali, Tara, Soroshi, which is Lalita, Tripurasundari, Bhairavi, Chinnamasta. For our sake, we break them up. But they are one mother matrix, one energy that permeates through all these divine emanations of the mother. So as Kali does this, stunts your mind through wrath, through shocking imagery. Who is this feminine figure? Oh, so dark, like, a pitch black no moon night. Why does she have a lolling tongue? Why does she look so fierce, right? Some YouTube videos have even gone on to say that Kali is a demon. But no, Kali stuns your mind through the depth of her knowledge. She's dark because she cannot be understood. Alright? So, this is the symbolism that we need to understand. She plays on the more shocking component. And that's great for some. That's what some people need. That's why we have Ishtadevis and Devatas. Imagine having one deity. Because, ultimately the transient all, we can't know the transient all. So we give shape, we give meaning to that absoluteness. We etch these personalities. For these personalities then can play on our subconscious because we identify them according to the gunas we have come with, sattva, rajas or tamas. So having different versions of deity, alright? This mantra cannot be just given like that online. It has to be energized. So you have to find the right person who will energize it and offer it to you. As far as what is the mantra, it's found everywhere online. You can look it up. Not a big deal. As I was saying, what was I saying? That we breathe life into these murtis that are made of clay or panchalogam. Our love, our need to understand this energy that is greater than ourselves. This is why we breathe life into that murti. So someone can be attracted to the wrath of Kali. Someone can be very attracted to Tara. Someone can be very attracted to Tripurasundari. So, and I think that Venus heavy people are very attracted to Tripurasundari, although they say that Tripurasundari sadhana balances the sun or the Mercury. Now there's a discrepancy here as well. But according to me, Tripurasundari balances all grahas and she's beyond the grahas. So, I mean, this is something that only deep meditation and realization will bring. But she is beyond the Navagrahas. So that's why I was saying that, once you do Khadgamala, and if you check my channel, I've got so many hits on the Khadgamala, short. And so many people want to do the Khadgamala, but they don't want to commit 8 months to it. This is, can you give me one mantra that if I chant one time and I'll be done? Is it possible for me to feed you the whole year's food in one day? Forget the whole year, your whole lifetime, right? Is it possible for me to feed that, what you need for your lifetime to you in one day? No. Be logical. There is a time frame in this world that is governed by time, in which you have to show dedication, devotion, right, to balancing yourself. What are these rituals? These rituals reorder our psyche. They prepare us for meditation. They take us into that deep connection. For we have breathed life into the deity. Students of mine, they tell me, how can we do Pran Pratishtha? Please do Pran Pratishtha for us. Then why are you learning this? If you want me to do Pran Pratishtha for you, then why are you learning this? You might as well just get a puja. Pran Pratishtha is when you breathe life into the deity, the picture or the yantra, whatever. You make the meaning. So, people are like, oh my God, we can't memorize this. It's such a long dhyana shlok. Oh my God, the mudras are so confusing. Forget it. If it becomes a chore for you, if it becomes like problematic, or if it becomes just a ritual that, I have to do this because blah blah blah, so I need money, so I'm going to just chant Ganpati mantra 108 times, and it's a chore for me, well then you're not going to get anything out of it. But this is a practice that you have to imbibe in your heart and your soul. That's why every single system is good. Every single system can work. I'm not saying, oh, look, this is the only way that you will gain salvation. You can buy the salvation. No. You've got to engage. You've got to be a part of this process. It's not like, I can just chant something and I'll be forgiven. When you are chanting correctly, you will know whether the chant is working or not, whether you are achieving siddhi or not. I don't need to tell you. You will tell me. Actually, at that stage, you won't even tell me. I'll just know. So, these are little things that we must be clear. But then there's another question that I wanted to answer. When can we get pratyaksha darshan? People keep asking me, what is pratyaksha darshan? That is, when will we see Devi in a physical form? I think this is one of the most mundane and ridiculous questions that I have encountered in 25 plus years of doing this. Why? It's because the Devi is everywhere, for heck's sake. The Devi is in yourself. The Devi is right in front of you. The Devi is in your mother. The Devi is in this breeze that is blowing my hair. So what the hell are you asking for pratyaksha darshan? If she will reveal to you, if she wants to reveal herself to you as she did to Ramakrishna, as a living, breathing being, then that's how she will play with you. But why are you asking for that? Because everything is deity. Everything is deity. I think somebody started playing sound. Okay, they shut it. Okay, so the point is that you don't need pratyaksha darshan, but if you don't take every single thing to be an emanation of Saint to you, if you don't take that as an emanation, if you don't take everything as an emanation of her, then you're not doing it right. She's not an embodied being. She's unembodied. When we think of these myths and these stories we hear, this is us, our imagination, and how we connect to deity, the stories we pass down through generations. This is us. This is not how the divine feminine energy is going to appear before you like a woman dressed in a sari. These are symbols. Why is she red? Because of the red shift. Okay, why is she full of ornamentation? Because she's more dazzling than 1,000 suns. Right? This energy, it's dazzling energy. So it's like you shouldn't be looking for these kind of things that, oh, when will I get pratyaksha darshan if I chanted 108 times for 4 months? This is ridiculous. Here you are learning to connect to divine cosmic principles, and you are making the whole process intimate. Yes. So it's like forming an intimate connection with these cosmic powers. And that's why we call them mother, we call them sister, we call them lover. But they are cosmic powers at play, right? The forces of electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, gravity. So we're trying to understand these cosmic principles by Bij mantras, sound frequencies. By posturing the body in Ashtanga Mahayog, we learn how to correct our physical ojas. Now through sadhana, we correct the mind and the soul. So when we do Hatha Yoga positions, they prepare us for Raja Yoga, to sit and to meditate, to be able to sit in Padmasana, to be able to hold a mudra. It requires concentration. So what are mudras? Mudras are gestures that immediately help you shift your physical frequency. It works like magic every single time. The minute you want to shift your frequency, you find the mantra, and if you have somebody to help you, ask them to pick out the best mudra for you, not mantra, mudra, and practice that mudra. And if you've been given a beach with that mudra, chant that beach and see how it works on the psychosomatic and on the soul level. So this is the power of sadhana, upasana. This is the power of meditation, because Lalita is also samayachari priye. She loves the worship through samayachar. What is samayachar? Samayachar is doing the whole puja in the mind. It's a connection through meditation to Lalita Tripurasundari. Whereas we have the Kola Marga, rituals, Vishesharga preparation, Navavrana puja, stuff like that. So different, and there's the Misra Padhvati, mixture, of meditation as well as rituals. So it's how you want to connect. And then there are different kinds of disciples. Can we give one standard? We do tend to give one syllabus to everybody, but I believe that that's not correct, because each student has a different capacity. So the same thing, when you want to eat food, will you always, everything that others eat, will you eat that? No, you have your specific likes and dislikes according to your metabolism, according to your, what you've been taught to eat as a child, all of this. So same way, the different types of disciples. There is the Pashu disciple, or the animalistic. Much love, Peggy. I missed you today, but I'll see you soon. And I'll lock that date for you. So we have this. I completely forgot. Beautiful Peggy just completely made me forget. But, oh yeah, there's a Pashu disciple, right? The kind of like animalistic disposition, where you allow the reptilian brain to operate more, right? And these people are mostly given Dakshinachara Diksha. In Dakshinachara Diksha, there are lots of do's and don'ts and this and that, and women can't chant Om, women can't worship during periods and stuff like that. And then you have the Vama Marga, which is the left-handed path. So the Pancha Makaras, they take literally and they perform. Then you have the Kola Marga. And the Kola Marga is my Marga, the Kola Marga. And this is one of the most oldest Shakta traditions that we have, which is a mixture of everything actually. Meditation, rituals, understanding the meaning of Khechari, understanding the meaning of the beach, and of course doing rituals, which orders, like even in any form of magic, you get into that scenario. So say put a spell on someone. So in your mind you get into that scenario and you try to bring change through your energy. You bring either, you bring incantations, you bring herbs, you bring oils, you may make a little voodoo doll or a wax doll, and you are engaging with the process. So I think it's in every system that these little rituals, look at the Freemasons, they still do rituals that they don't know the meaning of. But they do these rituals because this is what's been taught to them. through generations. So we understand the importance of rituals, of course, because when I was younger, I didn't like rituals at all, and I was like, I'm going to go through life without rituals. And who's going to maintain a prayer stand? And although when I was a kid, I insisted on having my own prayer stand, and I would not buckle under any pressure. And I was like, no, I want my own picture of the Devi. I want my own lingam. I want my own little menu. I want. So, that was there. And then, came this period, and I was like, no, I don't want to do rituals. So I'll do my mantra and I'll do meditation. And then here I am back again, because I realize that the rituals are not just dry letters, they're not just there for the sake of it. When people ask me, oh my God, lighting the oil lamp is so difficult, and every day I get queries on this. What oil do I use? What lamp do I use? How many wicks do I use? Like, it doesn't matter. If you're vegan like me, I don't use ghee, I use mahua oil nowadays. I also use sesame oil. You can use sesame oil. But what difference is it? Do you know what that fire symbolizes? That fire, when you light that fire, it connects us to the fire inside. The fire that pushes us to achieve our soul's karma. Then there is the digestive fire, Jataragni. And then there is the fire that consumes us at the end of our lives. So can we pay, when we light that lamp, can we just say a little intention, a little affirmation, that as I light this lamp, I light the fire of truth in me. I light the fire of joy in me. I light the fire of creativity inside. What difference does it make if you use one wick? Then you symbolize the unitary form, Kameshwar, Kameshwari, joined together in the Bindu. If you use two wicks, then you symbolize the Methun, the Viparit Methun of Kameshwar, Kameshwari. You become one. If you use three, then it's the Trinity. Four, it's the four corners, is Ganpati. So honestly, every single thing is valid. Do what you feel right. If you want a brass lamp, get a brass lamp. If you want to put sesame oil, go ahead, put sesame oil. If you want to light 3 wicks, go ahead, do that. But the external ritual is important as far as you realize the true meaning of why you are doing that. Did you light the fire inside? Is your digestive fire working correctly? Are you ready to accept the final truth of that all-engulfing fire consuming your being? This is why we do rituals. Can we remind ourselves, right? When they say, if you forget it, write it down. When you make a habit of something, then that habit becomes established. It becomes established, that habit. Through that habit, you create your future. So when you do these rituals, everything has a meaning. When we offer 444 tarpans to Ganpati, and we create a little pyramid of turmeric, and we throw water on it with the mantra and the bijas and the mula mantra repetitions in sets of 8. 444 tarpans. What is the meaning of it? The meaning is to immerse ourselves with Ganpati energy through that water that we are allowing to flow through our hand. That we are, that water, the elixir inside of us, we are releasing it on this pyramid that we think is Ganpati. And the pyramid is slowly dissolving away. With each sound, it dissolves more and more. And you feel a dissolving of your ego. your identity with Ganpati. Be like, oh, I want to get married, I want a tarpan done, or I want a good job, I want tarpan done. Yes, that's super effective. But the real meaning of tarpan is immersion, in the energy that is Ganpati, that is quantum gravity. So we allow ourselves to be subsumed. Water, Jalatatva, love, Vam. So we allow ourselves to be consumed, to slowly melt away. As a little pyramidal structure melts away, we feel all the prejudices melting away, all the negative talk we've had in our mind melt away, all the hatred we've felt for someone melt away. If you are not experiencing this during Tarpan, then don't bother doing it. Watch a film. It'll be better for you. At least you would have put those 2 hours to, doing something productive. So why do we do the things we do? There is a meaning behind it all. There is a subtle symbolism. Some revealed, some only for the initiated, and some only for the intuition. To choose and pick. Choose and pick. So this is why we do what we do. This is why we bathe Ganpati in honey. For as the honey falls on Ganpati or the Medu, we feel that it is somehow penetrating our being. The sweetness, honey, is a symbol of elixir, the elixir of Soma, that falls from the cranium when we do Khechari, when we are masters of the Khechari mudra. Taking the tongue all the way back, pushing it up through that cranium. And we feel the showering of the honey, the amrit. And that falling of the honey on Ganpati is to give us that feeling, like that the sweetness is suddenly being poured on us. For we are now sweet like the honey. So this is why we do the things we do. Right? The sugar cane again is such an important plant. I mean, all the sugar in the world comes from sugar cane. And without sugar, what would we have? Like, we love our cakes, our little indulgences. We love that, don't we? I mean, I'm a vegan. I completely love vegan little, pastries and things like that. And I could eat a ton of that. So, it's like sugar. What is life without a bit of sugar, right? And I mean, I know there are extreme cases of people who've not touched sugar for a year and they've been doing very well. But for me, honestly, I need a bit of dark chocolate and a bit of, cacao with sea salt and a bit of jaggery. So it keeps my brain going. So sugarcane again, juice abhishekam is very powerful. In Mantra Mahodadi it is written. And why do we do these prayogas? What is the meaning? Because everything has a frequency. The sugarcane has a frequency. The honey has a frequency. If it's genuine honey. I don't know how many bees. I mean, like 4 bees, I think, make 1 spoon of honey. 1 spoon of honey is made by 4 poor bees. So imagine that. The kind of labor-intensive process that honey is. Creating this frequency. And also during tantric Brahmari, we hear the buzzing of the bees. And it is Brahmari ultimately that we hear when we are close to Kundalini awakening, Brahmari. So the honey has a particular resonance because we have learned Brahmari from the bees, and the bees make honey. So it connects us to source, that honey on that murti, with your energy, with you breathing life and intention into it. But if you are not breathing life and intention into it, then it's just you're wasting honey. So you need to understand why you're doing the things you do. Every single American student of mine, I translate the Sanskrit for you guys. I tell you the meaning of the rituals, why you do it. In fact, at certain points, I say use English. For Sankalp, I say just use English. Because that's a language you are familiar with. You connect with that language. So it's the same thing. Deity understands everything. In fact, that is the difference between Ganpati and the Devi. The Devi works best with light language. But Ganpati is amazing with light language, but also responds to sound, vibration. So Devi electromagnetism. That's why you can't just reach the Devi. I believe the people in our group have been leaving our group because, there's no new mantra every day, or there's no new tip on how to better your life. Because the tip is here in front of you. Do the workshop, learn for yourselves, create this system as an embodiment of your life, like make this your philosophy. Sri Vidya or Uchishta Ganpati Sadhana as your philosophy. Not just randomly, okay, I'm going to just do 7 minutes of chanting. Right? Today I want to make a new announcement that Matangi Vidya will be on. I'll be teaching Matangi Vidya because I'm getting a lot of interest. And Ganpati, of course, Uchishta Ganpati will be on the whole time. But for interested students, I will be teaching a new Mula mantra of Uchishta Ganpati. And this particular mantra is very, very effective and activates even the most tamasic qualities within us. Om Ganglong Uchishta Ganeshaya Phat Swaha. This is a new Mula mantra through which I'll be teaching, and I'll be teaching you the Rishyati Nyas, the Karanyas, the Anganyas, and all of that with this Mula mantra. And other very special offers are Gang and Glong Shaktipat coming up after Navratri, where you can book your Shaktipat, where I will be putting the Bij, Gang and Glong through your 7 chakras. And it is a very effective energy healing scenario. Works really well on all the chakras, the granthis, the nadis. So if you're interested, drop me an email. Till Navratri I'm booked. After that I will start with Uchishta Ganpati workshop with a different Mula mantra. And also workshops on Gang and Glong coming up. We have some very important Chaturthis coming up, and I think the next one is on the 13th. So I still have a place open for someone who might be interested to book this very special puja that I offer with 8 times Uchishta Ganpati Kavach recitation. You can be present for it. You don't have to be present for it. But each of the Kavach recitations, they go on your 7 chakras. So Kavach is for protection. So this is a protection and armor that you wear around you, a sound armor. And because it's 8, one I will be offering on your name to Uchishta Ganpati before we begin the energy transference through the 7 chakras. So this is a very effective way to get, especially during Chaturthi Tithi, to get this very, very sacred puja done. So drop me an email if you're interested. Also after this, Very, very special Tarpan classes are going to come up. We will also have a book available where each mantra, each line of the 444 Tarpans will be written, and with more meanings about Tarpan, why we do Tarpan, what is this ritual ablution that we do, why do we call upon Lord Varuna with Amrit Beej, Vam, why do we do certain things, what is Tarpan, how can we better our lives with Tarpan. And if you are looking to solve any problems, as I said, Tarpan is very, very effective. And it's even better if you know the inner meaning. And many people have asked me about Uchishta Ganpati Tarpan. Yes, I will be teaching that, but later on, not this year. We are almost, October. We have just like October, November, December. And I have my shoot and I have these columns to write for Hindustan Times. So I'll be kind of like tied up this month. So I have only November and December. So through November and December, and of course then we have Diwali. But after that, I will concentrate on Uchishta Ganapati New Mula Mantra Workshop. New Mula Mantra Workshop with Shaktipat. Alright, and very, very powerful Gang and Glong Shaktipats. Alright, and of course, Matangi Vidya will be available throughout the year. And those people emailing me for Lalita Tripurasundari, this Vidya will not be given unless you have done Mahaganapati or Uchishta Ganpati and Matangi and Varahi. And of course, then Bala and then Tripurasundari. So it's, I've refused tons of people. I mean, I could have easily made that $150 for the workshop and just taught you the how to recite the Khargamala, not given you inner meanings, not given you Shaktipat. But it wouldn't work. And we don't want to do something that wouldn't work. I don't want to take on that kind of karma. So we have to do what works, what's effective. So this way, if you proceed, it's going to be effective. You will get what you want out of it. Otherwise, it's a colossal waste of time. So this is something, of course, and we have the Sri Vidya book that will be coming up. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish it by the year end. And then we will release the Uchishta Ganpati book 2. So, if you haven't got the books already, there are 2 books on Uchishta Ganpati, and there is one book on the goddess Kamakhya, who is none other than Soroshi. Thank you. Who is none other than Soroshi, and Kali, the book on Kali. So, if you want to know the mother goddess Kamakhya and Kali, great place to begin. And the Sri Vidya book will be more for beginners. When you want to learn, it's not for advanced students. We'll have an advanced book coming, of course. And then we are also going to have Matangi. And then we also have the next Uchishta Ganapati book 3, which, I'm working on, making notes, just getting ideas, allowing it to ferment and seeing what comes, channeling all of this information for you guys. So it's a really powerful thing that this information is available in English, because most of these teachings are in the vernacular, so Bengali or Hindi. So such a comprehensive body of knowledge that we have in Tantra is now being given out in English. And it's not just Tantra as in, what you understand by Tantra, because that is not Tantra. Just, perfecting your sexual energy is not Tantra. I believe they are calling it New Tantra now, which I really hope that name takes off, because someone like me, I cannot name my website, I can't, use the word Tantra, for it will be misconstrued. Yes, Sri Vidya is very much about the erotic power of healing. Cheshta Ganapati iconography is very much about the erotic power of healing, yes, but that is not the be all and end all of these systems, right? There is the inner marriage, the inner love that we talk about, the hieros gamos, the falling in love with your higher self. That process, yes, we are going to get behind that one for sure. But this is so much deeper than just the physical body, right? The physical body decays, but this love does not decay. This love is like, it's like a pearl on a necklace, and different incarnations that you have felt this love sit you sit as a set of pearls on that necklace. You can feel that palpable through sadhana, your different lifetimes that you have done this, when you're chanting the beej, and when you go into the sound frequency, and when you're doing it non-stop for say 4 minutes, 5 minutes, there comes a time when your tongue starts to, just unable to say gang 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 gang, and you carry this on like for 5-7 minutes, and then there'll come a point when your tongue is gonna be like unable to say it, but you stick to it, and then you will see that this frequency is allowing you to go to different levels in the states of consciousness that you never comprehended that they existed. So you're unable to now move through different dimensions, through different states of consciousness. And this is so precious because this gives us an understanding of the true vastness of the inner being. For the inner being is projecting the outward experiences. Like I said, when I was doing Matangi Vidya to so many of you, this Sarva Vashankari, when you ask most people about Matangi Vidya, they'll be like, oh yeah, Vashikaran, Sammohan. What they don't realize is that the Vashikaran is that the deity is now controlling you. So Sarva Vashankari is not controlling outward people, controlling yourself. The outward people are only projections of your inner mind. So once you have control on that inner being, there's no need to control anyone outside. You take the experiences for what they are. You smile, you accept them, and you let them go. You say thank you and you let them go. You don't hold on to something. You don't, fester on something. You understand. So this is what Matangi Vidya does, the supernatural powers that she awakens inside of us. That helps us, those powers, they help us to control ourselves. When we talk about Mohini Vidya, we are actually mesmerizing our lower self into this dialogue with the higher self. That is Mohini. The lower self, always jealous, angry, upset, ego-driven, can't control the amygdala. The higher self, here is trying to show you like a kid. We show a kid, like my baby, when she was a babe. She was really little, and I would show her. Yes. Aren't you the girl who left our group on Lalitha Tripurasundari? Aren't you that girl who sent me a message saying thank you for all the knowledge, and then you come into our group and then you just leave it? Telling everybody that if you come into our group and you think that, you're going to get free goodies or you're going to get a mantra every day, then you're wrong. And I strongly deter you from joining the group only if you know how to use this ancient knowledge, because doing too many mantras is not going to get you anything. Simple. You'll be as lost as you are. Why not do it correctly? If you don't learn the ABCDs, are you going to compose an essay? Are you going to stand in front and give a magnanimous speech? Can you be an orator if you don't understand ABCD, or you don't understand how to enunciate each word? And then you will be able to really use that knowledge, use that information, do something with it. And not just again, oh, I do one mantra for 1 month and again another mantra for another month, nothing's happening, nothing's going. No, you don't even know how to pronounce half the mantras that you see online or that you get. So what is that gonna, how's that gonna help you? This kind of system that we are trying to create with Sri Mata Vidya is indeed very rare. We are bringing all of this information, which is mostly in Bengali, Hindi, and we're finally, dissecting all of these ancient traditions and simplifying them, taking the science, the art, the creativity behind it, and giving it to an audience in English that can consume it from anywhere: China, Africa, Europe, Americas. It's yours for the taking. So instead of running around helter skelter, wasting times with new mantras every month, don't waste your time, and definitely don't join our group and waste our time. Because every time somebody is leaving and we don't understand why somebody is leaving, it is because they can't concentrate. Concentrate, for heck's sake. See what's being said. Right? Lalita Tripurasundari is not going to appear to you if you don't know Ganesha Vidya, if you don't know Matangi, if you don't know Varahi, if you don't even know how to pronounce the Panchadar. She will never be given to you. So, it may be a bitter pill to swallow, but swallow it. Why have I given so many mantras? Mantra for hair growth, mantra for this, mantra for that. Just because it is to start you off. When you have a problem in life, oh, my boyfriend's leaving. So, okay, let me get on YouTube and search a mantra, how to stop my boyfriend from leaving. And then you come and then you hear the beach, and then hoping that fire inside of you is ignited. That boyfriend can come and go. But that boyfriend was the reason why you came on YouTube and Googled how to keep my boyfriend, mantra to keep my boyfriend, or mantra to impress people at a meeting, or mantra for Vashikaran. Bang! How many queries I get about Vashikaran, even though I openly state that I don't do any kind of such work. No, people just don't get it. Why don't you control yourself? But then the true alchemy happens. The making of the gold, lead into gold, the alchemical process is not about real gold. It is about turning, transmuting your baseness, your lead into gold. So, please don't join our group if you don't want to learn. If you just want to come and you're like, oh, dilly dally, see what's happening, don't bother. Honestly, don't bother. As I said, that in the Sri Vidya tradition, we believe in one thing. That one person, if a master or, Guru Ma can initiate one person who has understood correctly the teachings of the Sampradaya, then they have done what they came to do. Other people come, okay, and it grows, but that one person. So you see that we're not looking for tons of people, looking for that want to connect to something higher through sound, through gestures, through gestures, Om, Glong, Gang sound, through incense, activating all the olfactory nerves, sandalwood powder, through ceremonial ringing of the bell, correcting, our mind is wandering, we are constantly brought back, concentrate, the bell is tolling. The smell of kapur, pure camphor, not the chemical camphor, pure camphor, the smell of camphor burning immediately stuns that monkey brain, like, oh, okay, there's something here, something I've been looking for, and you fall into silence. So this is what rituals do. This is where they take us. So why don't we understand that, right? Instead of just going for pop spirituality, just on the surface. So let's do some switch words today. Let's look where my sun is at. Oh, my Saturn. Let me just wear a black obsidian for it. Or let me do that. All these are external. External things help you in so much so that you know how to control your inner self. All these are like, add-ons to the real deal. The real deal is this, yourself. The real deal is not whether you do 10 minutes of puja, you've done 444 lakhs of japa. Doesn't matter. For some people, 4 times japa will do what 444 can't do. 4 times they will excel in spite of the other person doing it for 444 times. I don't know what's happening. I'm doing my mantra every day. Every day 5 minutes I do puja. Why is it not happening? What? I have nothing to tell you. This, you've come with your set of karma, your sanchit karma, your prarabdha karma, and you're creating karma every day. So maybe it's time to ask yourself that, how can I order this disorderly mind? How can I connect to something just more than, Netflix and Amazon? There must be something. I love Amazon. I give you that. I love Netflix. But if you ask me that, am I going to take time out from my japa or my puja to watch Netflix? No, I won't. Because I enjoy more there. I'm more willing to spend time with Lalita Ambikai. I'm more willing to do my japa, more willing to understand and channel from them. So yeah, Netflix is a definitely good show. I love it. But I'll only come when I have time. And mostly, I don't have time. So, do you feel good about connecting to Lalita Ambikai? Because if you're just like, oh, I want to be beautiful, so I'll do Sri Vidya. Or, oh, I want to have money, so I'm going to do Sri Vidya. It's great to come there with this mentality. But if you have this mentality for years on end, then that's where you'll be stuck. Okay, that is where you will be stuck. There's something more. Come on, think about it. Your eyes can't see everything. We see less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum, for heck's sake. We hear less than 1% of the acoustic spectrum. So there's so much for us to discover. What are we doing, right? And for all those know-it-alls, newsflash, you don't know everything. And it's absolutely okay. I don't know anything. The more I learn, the more I get into I don't know anything. I'm just sharing what I what I'm learning through years of discipline, study, writing, practice. I'm just sharing that with you. Look here, this, look here, that, look here, that. But I'm just like you, a little child in this kindergarten class, like I'm the monitor here, and all of you guys are like the students. One day you can be the monitor. Doesn't have to be me all the time. But now I'm the monitor, and all you guys are the students. And here we are having a discussion about our teacher, who is Lalitha Ambikai. And I want to be the teacher's pet. So, do you? Deep realization. And the Matangi Mudra, very, very effective, especially all the students of Matangi Vidya. And today I managed to take some pictures for my posters. So check them out. Check out the new Instagram, okay? And please subscribe to my new channel, Sri Mata Vidya. And the website is srimatavidya.org. Sri, S-R-I, Mata, M-A-T-A, Vidya, V-I-D-Y-A .org, O-R-G. Alright? And I want to see more subscribers there, more people who are getting it. I will not shut down Tina Heals, of course. I'm going to keep coming here and having these lives. And believe me, I wanted to come every single day. No, I don't want to remove this channel. Although much of the content I'm going to keep private or for members only. That's because, I've had I've had my own changes over the years, and a lot of that is not necessary anymore. Not necessary anymore for me. So yeah, I will definitely be keeping a lot of the content on Tina Hills open for everybody, but a lot of it will also become private or for members only. As I said, that members, it doesn't cost a lot of money. You guys should support the members only platform. Also, another thing is that I am looking for a producer because I have this. I think I just ripped my sari with my nail. No, I didn't. Shit. Also, another thing is that I'm looking for a producer who will be interested in making a kind of a travel show cum documentary on the Ashtavinayaks of Maharashtra. So any of you producers out there, and it's not going to cost a ton of money, so it's definitely something worthwhile to do, because the Chishti Ganapati holds within thank you holds within him all the powers of the Ashtaganesh, alright, the Ashtavinayaks. And Matangi holds within her all the powers of the 8 Vaj Devis. So check out our new website. I'm going to go now because I'm fasting and I feel kind of woozy. So I'm going to go. But check out our new website, srimatavidya.org. New channel, yummy, delicious new channel. Not like tons and thousands of videos which don't you can't make sense out of it. What I didn't realize over the years was, as I was creating all of this content, that it's gonna be so many videos, and you will not believe it. I've lost tons of videos, and I mean they've just disappeared. And YouTube is such a ghost company that you can't even contact them, right? So I have lost tons of videos. Like the let's not go there. It's uh, a sad saga of my experiences with this channel. I love this channel, and it has given me so much happiness, but it's also given me a lot of heartbreak and a lot of pain, because I was really hoping to reach a wider audience, and this channel somehow was not giving me that. It was just so restrictive. I felt that maybe because I was uploading, deity as well as astrology, as well as makeup, as well as, shorts, hundreds of them. Maybe I made a mistake there. So keeping too many topics, maybe the algorithm somehow was not releasing my channel to. And in fact, many people told me, they would write to me that, Tina, we can't find your video today. Oh, and then they write back and say, oh, okay, it's back today. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell is happening. And it's a monetized YouTube verified channel for the last, I don't know, I started this channel like 2007 or 8, I don't know, ages ago. So yeah, this channel has its set of, memories for me. Good, very good, most of them good. But then, as I said, that I was not able to reach a wider audience for some reason. The kind of content that I do, uh, I kind of expected a bigger subscriber count, but it's been so hard to get, I don't know, 22,000 odd subscribers. It's been a long journey. And even today, I don't earn anything from YouTube. So honestly, it's like I come and I have to, dress up. Most days I don't dress up. I slap on my glasses, tie my hair back, and, wear something casual like just a shirt and come into the video. But then I don't want to do that for Tantra videos, right? Because for Tantra, it's speaking about all these powerful gods, goddesses, deities. And you have to, wear a sari. You have to wear that little jewelry that goes with it, a little bindi. And then bam, I'm there, like trying to, it takes so long to get ready and come. And then hello. And then it's like I come live and that's it. I don't make any money, like I said, from YouTube. And if it takes away my whole evening, and as I said, that whole Navratri, every single day I had class, every single day I had Matangi, I had Medu work, like, Medu energizations that I do, Khadgamala, I had Ucheshta Gadpati Puja on Chaturthi. So I honestly couldn't take any time out. But today, sweet friend of mine who just commented a little while ago, this time was hers actually, but she had a work emergency and she had to go to work, which is why I'm here. Otherwise, I honestly wouldn't be here today at all. And like I said, that no matter how I've tried, how hard I've tried with this channel, it's always been like, man, the algorithm is just not releasing me. And people with like 30 videos and like 100k subscribers, 140k subscribers. So I didn't want to boost my channel, because boosting the channel, it's not organic, right? Then I don't know, are these real people? Are these just bots that I bought on Fiverr? I didn't want to get into that. I was like, let's see. This is kind of a unique subject matter, and are we going to get some traction from this or no? So I did get traction, not that I didn't get anything at all, but that what I was expecting when I started this YouTube channel. And anyway, I took a long break because when I started this, and I was just looking at it like making documentaries, like go to the Kumbh Mela, talk to all the sadhus, because I was still in the film world. I was a screenwriter, and I was an assistant director with a very famous master director. So I had like, my life was very hectic. Thank you. Thank you so much. So it was like really getting hard for me to get out there. And then the people who want makeup videos, and the people who said start making lifestyle videos, then the astrology videos, and it was like I was preparing these long reports, right, for new moon and full moon, and they were getting like what, 500, 700, 1200. And I mean, work so much for them. And of course, they don't make any money, because you don't make money if you get such less views. You don't make money. So it has been a difficult process with this channel, trying to get out there, trying to, make the content and trying to still, balance it with work, because I just don't have those idle days anymore that I can just come and say, okay, let me do a live. With astrology reading, you book a chart and I get back to you in 7 days and I read in my own time. But when I have students who I'm working with, it's a fixed time. It's like office. It's like I got to be there at that time. I can't mess around and say, oh no, I'm not going to be there at that time. I'm bound by time then. And now that's what's happening to me. I'm bound by time. And by the time everything finishes, the day is gone. I'm too tired. I don't want to look like a bat out of hell and, come on my channel. People like the way I dress. You know, they think I look decent. So, I don't want to rain on their parade for sure. But you get the gist, right? So it's been a long, complicated relationship with this channel. And I'm kind of hoping that Sri Mata Vidya, because it's concise, it deals with Sri Vidya and Uchishta Ganapati, it deals with Darshama Vidyas, and it is specific to the target. So it's not like my channel, it's just thousands of videos, astrology, this, that, right? So it stays specific and it goes to the specific audience. Mantras, da this, that. So I'm hoping to get a better movement this time round with Sri Mata Vidya. And I urge all of you, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Instagram as well, Sri Mata Vidya. Don't miss that. And I don't know when, but I'll be back again. I'm definitely off now. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Oh my God. I'll definitely be off now. But it was so nice being here. Yes, greetings. Oh, somebody's already asking me astrology. I'm going to come. Actually, you know what? The astrology is wild. Yesterday, just Mercury was going station direct. Not going direct, station direct. And we've got the Mars retrograde coming up, Saturn retrograde, Pluto's intensifying the station and going retrograde on the 8th. So that's like, I guess I can just slip on my shirt and show you guys my new glasses, of course. I've got beautiful new prescription glasses that I'm going to show you. Next time Navratri is gone and I'm casual and I managed to look into the astro. I have not had any time to look into the astro. All I'm doing are my workshops, morning to night, preparing, working in between, writing my Hindustan Times article. On the 8th, I shoot for Tata Sky, so that all that is in Hindi, and 3 episodes on Sri Vidya. So all that I have to now organize, and I've still not done it. I've still just managed to put aside the saris because the saris it's a huge process of choosing. So the channel has to okay it and da. So now I've just managed to put away the attire for that day, but still I have to work on the jewels, on all all the ancillaries, and there's just so much to do. Till about the 10th, I'm completely swamped. But after that, I am going to come back and I'm going to start on these astrology things. Alright? Because after that, I don't have a not packed like right now that I can't even breathe. But I should be able to come and do more astrology. However, I'm not doing astrology charts right now. I get so many queries about this, so I think I should address this once and for all. I'm not taking on new clients unless you are doing my workshop and you need me to look at your chart for some specific reason. Like 3 people have asked me during workshops this Navratri, will you look at my chart? And I will, because they are my students now. And in Sri Vidya, the Guru Parampara is heavy. So take care and speak soon. Bye.